of AFM, Accounting and Financial Management for Bankers. And let's talk about it in detail, everyone. What are we going to talk about? First of all, uh, examination is approaching. I hope you already know the examination is on 27th, where our examination is going to be in parallel with another examination. That is, it is going to be parallel with the examination of PPB, where we are going to face that problem that PPB is again an extensive exam along with our examination. So I hope you are all prepared, and if you are not, then go ahead and check out our crash course right away. To pursue further, everyone, first of all, share the session, like the session, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Number two, everyone, when you're planning for this particular exercise towards this area, we have come up with the 10 minutes concept show as well. In the video section of this particular YouTube channel, all you need to do is go on to the area and find out the different concepts of 10 minutes accounting concepts, where you will find our multiple concepts of accounting covered in that specific area. So go ahead and don't forget to check it out right away after the completion of the class. Okay, everyone, here comes the 3000 plus MCQ series that we are currently going on with. So here comes another session, another set of topic. Here comes the question regarding the bank audits, everyone. According to the book and introduction, government accounts and audit, what is the main purpose of an audit? According to you, what is the main purpose of the audit? To ensure the accounts are mathematically accurate. I think if we are looking forward towards mathematical accuracy, then we have calculators, we have Excel sheets. There is no need to really look forward towards doing an audit for the same. To ensure the accounts truly represent the facts and the expenditures has been incurred with due regularity and propriety. To check the compliance with the taxation laws or to assess the market performance. One of the main purposes of audit is to check whether the books of accounts provide us true and fair view. The basic definition of audit is whether the particular books of accounts provides us true and fair view of the books of accounts. So that is one particular thing that they talk about. So in this case, since the B point is fairly near to this particular concept of true and fair view, so in this case the correct answer is actually B. Okay, to ensure the accounts truly represent these facts and that expenditure has been incurred with due regularity. Next point, how has the main objective of audit shifted with the growth of companies and transactions, from ensuring profits to ensuring market share, from ascertaining whether the accounts are true and correct to ascertain whether the accounts are true and fair, from focusing on legal compliance to focusing on taxation, or when we talk about from detecting the frauds to preventing expenses. You just can't prevent an expense. If you are preventing expenses, you are preventing growth of the organization itself, है ना? So in this case, basically, now when they look forward towards this area, earlier the main objective was to whether the particular accounts are true and correct to a certain. They were earlier true and correct, but the point is, correctness is not the correct word here. To be fair enough, to make sure that the things are as per the particular requirement, it is the word fair instead of being correct, because technically 100% correct in terms of accountancy is never there. You cannot say that the books of accounts are 100% correct. They cannot be. But yes, you can say that the books are true and fair. All the materialistic things, all the relevant things are all correct. Remaining that we don't know about is something that we are leaving for the moment. There is no assurance for all the things which you don't know about. No? That's another important point. So that is it. Acha, here comes the next question, everyone. Go ahead and answer. This is a question related to the risk-based internal audit, focuses on primarily on identifying potential risk, providing assurance to management on the effectiveness of internal controls in mitigating these risks. Next is the reason. RBIA replaces the traditional transaction testing with an approach that aligns the internal auditing with an organization's overall risk management framework. Right? So, in this case, what's correct, everyone? See, RBI internal audit, see, any audit that you conduct is basically for a reason. Audits are done to find out whether the books of accounts provide a true and fair view. And basically, when we talk about audit, na, audit helps the internal audit, especially before the external auditor or the statutory auditors enters and he says, "Hey, what kind of books of accounts have you prepared?" We should have already been looking into the particular books of accounts for any kind of errors, for any legal discrepancy which might be highlighted by the statutory auditor later on. So in this case, we need a person who will have the same eye but not the same position. He should be on our side. He should be guiding us before he enters. We get to know about all the problems and then we correct it, and boom, we are out of it. That is what we have to look forward to. So risk-based internal audit, this basically focuses on internal potential risk and providing assurance to the management. So yeah, it does that. Internal auditor basically does the basic part. Okay, sir, I've seen, as per my competency, as per my knowledge, I believe this is what is going to happen with the books of accounts and this is it how it's going to be. Then RBI has basically replaced the traditional testing. You cannot test a transaction anymore. It is best to go through the audit. Overview is now done through the audit softwares only. So why don't you really look forward to all that part now? So in this case, they are looking forward to this and both A and R are true. And yes, R is the correct explanation of A. Right? This is the correct answer. What are the other options? A and R are true. R is not correct. A is true, R is false, A is false and R is true. So in this case, both are correct. Everyone, here comes the next question. It says the internal audit function in banks under RBI is expected to proactively identify risk and suggest controls for mitigating them. That means before the particular thing would happen, you really need to keep that specific amount in your hand so that you can save yourself from the particular audit and basically you can save yourself from the situation where you can fail. What do you think? है ना? Then what's going to be the answer in this case? When we talk about this area, the internal audit function plays a crucial role in terms of ensuring the bank, it plays an important role in the area of banks comply with both internal policies and regulatory requirements. They have to do this. But yeah, internal audit really prepares us for that worst thing. Yeah, this is what we have done, that this is how we look forward to it. And this is kind of, I would say this is true whenever we are talking about this specific concept. Na? Okay. So this is A is true and R is the correct explanation. Next point comes out to be the area of A and R both are true, but R is not the correct one. And then we have A is true but R is false. And the last is A is false and R is true. So in this case, what's going to be the answer, everyone? The correct answer in this area is B. When we talk about B, wide B, internal audit function is actually true. Okay, internal audit is done so that we don't really face the problem before the statutory auditor will come. We just want to save ourselves. So that is one part which is true. But the internal audit function, this is different. See, if I talk about the mitigation and all, that is because they do extensive audits and they check the work of that organization in a detailed manner. So that's one part which is definitely true. But this is not the correct explanation. Doing those audit measures is something that we have to cover in this area. So that makes more sense. Done? Chaliye then, let's continue further. Here comes the next question. Risk-based, this is risk-based internal audit enhances the internal auditors in offering the suggestions for mitigating current risks in banks. Yeah, they do that. That's one part. The internal auditors are basically concerned with the particular working of the organization in a proper manner. So we really look forward to that together. है ना? कि हाँ, all those issues should not be coming up. Agreed? So what's the next point that we have to worry about? That is, RBI focus on ensuring the accuracy of the accounting records and transaction testing is prioritized over risk assessment. See, risk assessment is one part which cannot be really looked forward to. What do you think? Risk assessment is required. If we do not assess the risks properly, what will happen? We will not be able to grow further at all. To grow further, that's one particular part that we have to do, isn't it? So in this case, what's going to be the answer? RBIA is focusing on risk assessment and risk mitigation as well. Both the things are a part of it. You cannot just rely on transaction testing someday. कि अच्छा, one particular transaction is not causing a problem, other is causing a problem, then boom, we have got the idea. No, that cannot be the point, na? So everyone, so the correct answer is actually A is true, but the reasoning is definitely false one, right? Next point. Which of the following statements is correct regarding the authority, stature, and independence of internal audit function in the banks? The internal audit function must have sufficient authority, independence, and resources. The head of internal audit must be a junior executive with access to some records, or HIA should have the ability to exercise independent judgments, or HIA must report the business verticals of the bank and handle business targets. Everyone, option 1 and 3 is correct, 2 and 3 are correct, 1, 3, 4 are correct, or 1, 2, 4 are correct. What's the point which is correct, everyone? What do you think is the correct answer? See, this particular head of internal auditor, he plays an important role. Indeed, na, the person who is an internal audit and internal auditor, and he has to look forward towards the working. There are a few things which are correct. He should be independent. If he is someone who's scared of how the things will work out, that's scary. So this is something which is definitely not allowed there. So that is why they say he should be independent. There should not be any chance that he should be pressurized over the work. Then he will not give an unbiased solution to it. Na? So that's one part that is correct. He is a junior executive. A junior executive can be suppressed at any point of time. So this is definitely wrong. Next point, HIA should have the ability to exercise independent judgment. Agreed. He should have independence in terms of the working. If he is not independent, how will he work out? Then comes HIA must report the business verticals of the banks and handle business targets. If he's handling business targets, then he's handling the targets only. Nothing can be done about it. Isn't it? To do any kind of work, you should not be scared about it. The reporting should be done without any problems. So technically, if this thing is happening, this is definitely wrong. And if he's a finance person getting into the targets for financial work, that means this is now no more unbiased. Done. So everyone, in this case, 1 and 3 are correct. Rest everything is wrong. Done. What is the minimum preferred period for appointment of the head of internal audit accountant in this auditor according to the guidelines? 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and 5 years. What are the number of years that we talk about, everyone? The correct answer is 3 years. Okay. Chali. Now comes the next part. In this case, they say that which of the following is true regarding the reporting line of head of internal audit. The HIA shall report directly to the audit committee or the MD or and CEO. The HIA must report to the business verticals of the bank for target based evaluations. In foreign banks, HIA must report to the internal audit function in the controlling office or head office. HIA must have a reporting relationship with business verticals to enhance the communication. So, in this case, what is correct and what is wrong, everyone? Only 1 and 3, only 2 and 4, or only 1, 2 and 3, or the next part is 1 and 4. What's going to be the correct answer? HIA is basically reported directly to the audit committee. This part is correct. Huh? They are directly reporting to the seniors so that there is no problem there. They just don't work on target based. This is absolutely wrong. A finance person who's reporting, who's evaluating things should not be given targets that you have to find this much amount of errors in any case. That's not the point. Okay. In foreign banks, HIA must report to the internal audit function in controlling. This one is also correct. The HIA have a reporting relationship with the business verticals. Do they have with if they have reporting relationship with the business verticals, that is a weird thing. If they have to answer the business vertical heads, then obviously those business vertical heads can suppress them by giving them proper information. This is how it has to be done in XYZ. So technically this will not work out. So only 1 and 3 are correct now. Next question. This is which of the following statements regarding staff rotation in the internal audit function of the banks is correct? The bank should prescribe a minimum period of the service for internal audit staff. The bank must ensure that no staff or other departments are assigned to the internal audit function. The board may require specialized staff from the other departments to work in internal audit for skill development. Next is staff rotation policies are not necessary if the internal audit function is specialized. Only 1 and 3, only 2 and 4, only 1 and 2 are correct, or only 1, 3 and 4. When we talk about this area, the correct answer is actually 1, 3 and 4. Why? 1 is minimum period is definitely there for which the particular person works. There is no staff and department for internal. This is wrong. Then 3 is you have a specialized people, and staff rotation policies are not necessary if internal audit function is specialized. If the person is specialized in their work, then we are not gonna make a hue and cry about it. Okay? So the correct answer is 1, 3 and 4. Everyone, the next question. It says which of the following is correct regarding the remuneration of internal audit. The remuneration of internal audit staff should be linked to the financial performance of the business lines. The remuneration should be structured to avoid conflicts of the interest. Linking remuneration to business performance could undermine the independence of the internal audit, or remuneration policies should encourage internal auditors to meet the financial targets. Only 1 and 2 are correct, only 2 and 3 are correct, 3 and 4, or 1 and 4. Everyone, what is the correct answer to this question? What's going to be the answer in this case? The correct answer is 2 and 3. First point, remuneration should be linked with financial performance. You cannot put it like that, that the more things you trace down, the more money you'll get. Now they'll create the frauds as well to get money there. So that is not the point that we have to look forward to. Next point, everyone, is basically the remuneration should be structured to avoid conflicts. That's correct. The person should not be creating all this problem now. Then comes the next part which we are talking about is uh, linking remuneration to business performance could undermine the independence. This is where we can say that. Then comes the remuneration policies should encourage internal auditor to meet. They should not be meeting the financial targets. They are just over here to let them know about the particular working. है ना? So in this case, the right answer is only 2 and 3 are correct. Done. Okay, here comes the next question, everyone. Which of the following uh, is the key requirement of documentation in a bank's risk-based internal audit framework? The framework should be tailored to the bank's organization structure. Proper documentation should demonstrate that all significant risks are captured. Banks do not need to document their internal audit. Yes, this is not possible. You have to document everything. You cannot be choosy about it. The audit documentation must be structured to address the inherent risk. Again, here comes the point. You know, external auditor departments are different, but after a certain point of time, you need an equal internal auditor as well. You know, so this is 1, 2, and 4 that are correct. Again, as I told you, third is wrong. So in this case, the correct answer is 1, 2, and 4. Everyone. So in this case, the correct answer is 1, 2, and 4. 3 is definitely not correct. This is it for the day, everyone. I hope you have subscribed to our channel. If you haven't, then kindly hurry up and do the same right away. When we talk about this specific area, everyone, what you need to do is just go through the window capture. Just go through the specific area of our website. Just go through this. This is www.adda247.com. Go on to the area of all the courses that we provide you with. So if you go into the specific area here, can you see the JIB and CIB? Just click on this part and click on the area of JIB October 2024. Everyone, our Power Pack revision batches are starting. The Power Pack revision batch for, I think, this specific area has already started. Uh, in FS. For other subjects, you can definitely either take up the crash course or Power Pack revision batch. That is the last week batch there that we introduce, right? So in this case, what is gonna be? What can you do? You can just apply the code Y541 and you will get 78% discount if you download the app first. So this is one particular thing that you should do. Download the app first and then pursue it further. Right? So if you're planning for this examination, then hurry up. You should be preparing well till now. Thank you so much for being there, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.